Hello and welcome to Capricorn Makes. Somebody's head arrived. So hopefully this is actually the right thing this time. So, as I knock everything over, fortunately it was just a flashlight and not a doll. Yeah, this, it actually sent, oh man, the whole package smells like resin. This box is in significantly better shape than the last one. So that bodes well. So yeah, I've been anxious all morning. They actually sent me a text for this one when they picked it up, like when the shipping company picked it up, and they're like, we are expecting, like this was Monday, they're like, we're expecting to have this delivered by end of day on Friday. I'm like, I've never gotten a text before. That's kind of weird. All right. Yes. So the box is better, in much better condition this time. So that is good. And again, this is pretty well packaged for, whoa, there we go. Got his little card. Got these must, oh my gosh. Oh honey, I'm so sorry. They gave us some animatic eyes with diamond pupils that are bright yellow. These are hilarious. Somehow I don't think those are going to be your eyes. Sorry. Okay, you guys have to see these things because they are hilarious. Can I even get them in focus? Yeah, they are a little bit ridiculous. I may actually stick them in my wall head because I think they might look good in her big eyes like that, but oh my gosh, no, I'm sorry. Not only are they way too big, but just no. Okay, resin color is correct. And he has a face. That is very good. So, da-da-da, a whole face. So yes, let me just take a look at it really quickly. No marks, no bubbles. Again, the casting is just really smooth and lovely and clean. The magnets are nice and strong. Yeah, everything looks really nice. Finally! And actually, like, I was really surprised that it came as quickly as it did. So the first head shipped out really quickly. And, why don't I get his head on while I talk? The first head shipped out really quickly. I was really surprised because it was like just over a month, I think, from when I received my order. Oh my god, seeing him on the body is so crazy. When I was talking with them, I believe what they meant was that they wouldn't ship this head out until they had gotten the other one back in the mail, which is fair enough. Oops. Come on now. He is strung very tightly. There we go. Well, maybe not very tightly, but, you know. Oh my god. Seeing him on this body is so great. Oh. Ah. Ah. I should probably put some eyes in him and put a head on or things like that, but, wow, I love it. Alright, I'll bring him up so you can see his face. Because he's not a skeleton. Because he's not a skeleton. Wow, he really does smell like resin. Oh my god, he's so just lovely and different. And look at that nose, look at that profile. Oh. Oh. He just needs some spindly fingers though. And I have to say, I may have actually gotten a completely wrong order before because, like, I may have actually gotten a normal skin head because this resin match is perfect. Like, I do not have to do a dang thing. This is the milky white, this is the color that I was expecting. When the other one came, it was like really pink, but it didn't seem dark enough to be like their normal pink color. So I really wasn't sure what was up with that, but this is an absolute perfect match. And yeah, his neck is long, but I think it will work out well for him. I think it will work well for his aesthetic and things. Now that I've had experience sueding with Nanette's body, I will probably actually suede his neck. We'll see. But he's here. And yes, this is the doll formerly known as Thasian. And the reason why he is formerly known as Thasian is because my story has evolved. Whereas, so Thasian and his incoming lady friend are, originally they were going to be actual, like the embodiments of sort of like godlike figures, more like I would say Greek gods, in that kind of thing, where they were representations of a thing and they had a physical form and persona and whatnot. So as I have been writing this out and as I've been figuring things out, his character has changed from being the actual entity to being an avatar of like a greater force that is known as Thasian. So like Thasian, the concept, is staying how I needed it to stay, but he actually has like a human name and a human like maybe not necessarily an occupation. I mean, like, it will become clear as I continue hashing things out, and I will put out a character story once he's a little bit more together, because I know what I'm saying is fairly incomprehensible. But that is why this is the doll formerly known as Thasian, because he's still essentially serving, or he is a part of the Thasian entity, but he is a much more discrete unit. So the name will be sticking around, it's just not referring to him specifically anymore. Which is good. I think it's it makes a lot of what I wanted to do with this story a lot easier to work with, because I'm not like hand-waving so many you're a god sort of things, because that wasn't the focus of the story that I wanted to tell. And again, I know I'm being really vague with this, but once I get him a little bit more together, I'll do sort of an introductory video. And so now that he's here and now that he has a face, I will be able to properly name him, because I'm probably gonna paint him up this weekend. He smells so resiny. I will probably paint him up this weekend, see what eyes he will take, because a certain sassy young somebody stole his eyes, because I guess she decided that was the thing to do. And yeah, so we'll see. I mean, like, I think he needs like this color gray eyes, and actually Meek's Doll's Murphy just got in some Dresden color eyes from, gosh, I can't remember the eye maker, but that was one of the pairs that I was considering for him, except I wasn't sure how they were going to fit in his eyes. So now that he's here, and now that I can play with eye sizes and things like that and get a better sense of how those things are going to look with his not very big, not very open, but not quite squinty eyes, I actually think he's something like needs an 11. He might be one of those weird in-between sizes, or like a 12 with a small millimeter. Like, 10s look pretty okay, but they don't fit as well as I would like. I think bigger eyes actually do fit him better. I think he can actually take up to a 14, though why you would put a 14 in an eyes these small is beyond me. But I will figure something out, because or it's possible like the 10mm fits, but he needs a smaller, I don't know. I'll see, I'll play with it. I remember playing with the head, but I was pretty much just, so over the whole thing. But yes, again, this company did make it right for me. The shipping time out was very quick after they, did I even finish telling my story earlier? I'm just going to tell it again really quickly in case I left off earlier. So when I contacted them, they said that there was a little bit of a language barrier which is fine. But they were like, we'll get him recast, but it sounded like they weren't going to send in the order for recasting until they had gotten the head, for casting him again, until they had gotten the head back in the post. And because my head was delayed in the post forever, it finally got to them. Like, I wasn't sure if the order was going to go in, like, when they received the head, like, a week ago, which wasn't the case, or 2 weeks ago, or whatever, which was not the case at all, and he had been casted in, he was ready to be sent out, and they worked super fast. I mean, like, they have, since my order, basically on Halloween, I think, was when so October 31st, I believe, was when I ordered him. Since October 31st, they have casted and sent me 2 dolls. Like, what is it? It's the middle of January. That is an amazing turnaround time. Like, they have troubleshooted, cast, and sent 2 dolls in that time. I mean, we are still within the PayPal protection period. So that's pretty great. And I definitely would order from this company again. This is a Universedoll Death human version, not the skeleton version as I received last time. And the company that or the shop that I ordered from is Woodforest on Etsy, and they also carry like Musen and Angodoll, and I have no idea how long I've been rambling. I just looked up and it's like, movies stopped automatically, so it doesn't really matter, but I would order from them again, and I probably will. I will probably end up with some of the Universedoll hands, which I think are quite amazing, and since the resin match is so nice, I really don't feel bad about buying the extra hands for this body, because I won't have to do, I mean, I'll blush them, but I mean, I won't have to do any major resin matching, so I can get him his super spindly hands to go along with this. And I do love these hands. They're adorable. They're just not quite what I want for him. Then I'll probably order hands from Universedoll, and I will probably order Angodoll, Hazal, and probably Hedda eventually. Those are not this year plans. I didn't really plan to buy too much more this year. That's a lie. I had actually made space for my buying more resin this year, and I just bought some like 10 minutes ago, or at least 10 minutes before his head arrived. No, because I was sitting at my computer and I had just finished the purchase, and then I heard the door going. How's that for a hobbyist? But it's not what you think. Yeah, it's not what you think. And it should be in because it was in stock, so it'll ship. And it'll get here eventually, probably after my trip, and I will show you what it is, and I might tell you a little bit of the story behind why I bought what I bought. But the reason why I bought it now is because like 2 hours ago, Mint on Card announced that they are closing business after 11 years. So, and I literally just last night made an account on Mint on Card because it was the only place that I had found this particular doll in at all, because it's a discontinued doll. And then I bought it. I told my husband, I'm like, I'm panicking. I'm panicking because like they're going out of business and it's just going to be a feeding frenzy there. And he's like, you need to buy it. I'm like, okay. So I bought it, and it's really not as bad as you think. And I'm not just saying that. I really am not. So I'll have another little surprise doll coming in, and clanking him with my earrings. He's gonna have to get used to that. I think it'll be better once he has a hair. Once he has a hair, I'm hopefully gonna give him more than just one. But yeah, I do have some more stuff to talk about, but I think I will save that for another video, you guys. I'm gonna go play with my doll, and yeah, it's gonna be great. So yeah, I hope to do his face up, and maybe get a rudimentary wig going for him this weekend. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.